You're boss at Recruitment and you're going alone. You've got your LinkedIn account and your mobile phone. You've got the candidates playing hard to get, whether they'll call you next week or a no, not yet. So much time of going to and fro. You got another offer or salary's too low. Hours of searching and hours of stress. Come on, candidates, just
today.
gig it a rest.
Open Windows fine. Is that working?
Well, you got the window open.
There we go. We're on. I don't mind.
Gig it a rest.
You know, at the end of last week, you were giving it there's a 20% chance it's already raining.
Oh, yeah.
And you said it was embarrassing where that film. I looked up where it came from.
Did you?
Yesterday.
It's 60% chance.
Oh, is it 60? I typed in 20% chance. It still came up.
There's a 60% chance it's already raining.
Assuming
You've gone and embarrassed me.
Mean Girls. Is it Mean Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you think of that? It was just bugging.
Do you know what? Last night, my brain did it again. When there's a 20% chance it's already raining. And then I was like, yeah, he said that was embarrassing. Do you know what I'll tell you what probably did it? When I was editing last week's pod. It's right at the end, isn't it? So I must have been editing the pod.
Yeah.
I must have got right to the end, and then I must have gone, I wonder where that's from then.
So then you've gone, I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to stick it at the front of this pod.
Do you know what? I wasn't even going to stick it at the front of this pod. The first thing I was going to say to you today was Arsenal. Did you watch Arsenal yesterday? I know we don't really.
As in, oh, yeah. Unreal.
I know.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely smashed Real Madrid.
I know. I couldn't believe it. I was watching it last night. I've got a you might know this anyway, but I'm getting a weird attachment to Arsenal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know why.
Yeah.
Declan Rice.
No.
No?
Because Snoopy supports them.
That's his rabbit.
Yeah. So I've obviously got 3 house rabbits. I always say that I'll put pictures up on the pot, like on the video. I'll put a picture up of the rabbits. I never do it, but I'll try to. We got one rabbit called Snoopy, and he is called Snoopy because he's white with black ears.
Yeah.
And some kind of like little joke start, because I obviously when I've got the football.
Why is he called Snoopy because he's white and black ears, or are you just describing him?
No, do you not know Snoopy the dog?
Oh yeah, right, okay, yeah. I know Snoopy the dog. I just wasn't making that link. And I was like, I'm missing something here.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. So Snoopy the dog is he's a cartoon character, isn't he? And he's white with black ears.
Yeah.
So that's why.
With you now.
Do you never know that? That's why Snoopy was called Snoopy.
I did. I didn't. I've never really thought of Snoopy.
Right. What? Which one? Which Snoopy?
Has it?
I don't know what Snoopy.
No, do you know what
There's
it is?
2 Snoopies.
I think you've both told me, and I've gone, oh yeah, cool, and just not really thought about it.
Right.
Because it's not going to really. I'm not going to look at him differently, am I?
I don't know.
It's a bloody rabbit.
Might change your opinion on him. But this kind of joke started where maybe like I had the football on at home, and I think on 2 occasions maybe Snoopy came into the lounge when Arsenal was on the telly. Right. Because I don't like the rabbits in the lounge. Like the rabbits have got their own little room. They live in that little room, and they live in their own little room, and they really like the lounge is a rabbit-free zone. Like there's got to be some. They got to be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We've got to draw some like boundaries somewhere with these little creatures that live in the house. So
if you asked me like 10, 20 years ago, like where do you see Luke in? Where do you see Luke in 10, 15 years?
Yeah,
I would not have guessed. Sat on a podcast talking about his rabbits.
Yeah, but they're not.
I wasn't even going to say podcast then, or just having rabbits.
Yeah,
but yeah, technically they're not yours.
The way that life unfolds sometimes. But
sometimes life gives you rabbits.
when
I was already laughing. You could see you knew it was coming.
When life gives you lemons, buy rabbits. I should have left it at your one. I don't know why I've gone in for a second swing. I shouldn't have bothered. Oh dear. Someone took. It's funny though, isn't it? Actually, when you think about it, do you know what? Sometimes I do think that. Sometimes I'm in the house and I'm like, "How have I got here?" Do you ever have that?
Nah, I
No?
don't think so. Nah.
Sometimes I'm just like, I'm in the house, I'm like, fucking lucked out here. I just like, don't know how it's happened. Just gonna stay quiet.
Yeah.
Hope no one calls me out on it. But yeah, on a couple of occasions, like Snoopy must have come into the lounge when Arsenal were on the telly. So a comment was made by either me or Sarah that Snoopy's an Arsenal fan, right? To which I've got weirdly into, like, so it kind of started just.
You walk past and be like, Arsenal. He comes running into the lounge when he hears that.
So like, it would start as in I'd just like tell him the scores, and I'd be like, oh yeah, Arsenal score for you, mate. Like, this is Arsenal score today. And then like the conversations have become more and more in detail. So
The thing is, I know you're not lying.
No, 100% not lying.
I know you talk to your rabbit.
100% I do. And he sat there like twitching his little nose. And I'm like, yeah, they're playing on Saturday. This is who they're playing. Rice is in. Rice Saka's back. Like, and I wonder, does he actually know what I'm going on about? I wonder if he's ever interested. So like Arsenal, obviously, like doing well in the Champions League. I'm like super into it because I'm like, Snoops, mate, you're going far. Like, you're going to go somewhere. And the other thing is that then I've got weirdly obsessed about it's like, I said to him the other week, I was like, Snoops, I'd love you to see Arsenal lift a trophy in your lifetime. Like, I'd love it. So now I'm like invested, hoping that he holds out for Arsenal to win some silverware. Like, genuinely. It's like,
I reckon you've lost it, mate.
Oh,
or you never had it.
Yeah, you can't lose. I think that's what my mum says. You can't lose what you didn't have, right? So, but yeah, great game last night. For them to win away from home as well, I just didn't see coming.
No, I would have. Oh yeah, because it was 2-1, wasn't it?
They won 2-1. Yeah, 1-2
right at the end.
one away at the Bernabeu. Yeah,
you'd have said
Martinelli
Madrid would win that.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd get through.
Well.
Do you know who's in the quarterfinal?
Did you see? We'll move on from football chat. But did you see Villa game?
PSG.
Yeah,
I did see bits of that. Yeah.
Because I really wanted Villa to win.
Yeah, me too.
And they nearly did it. But do you know the funniest thing about that?
Go on.
Is that you didn't watch it.
I had it on in the background. I was working late that night. Yeah. So
did they when they started it, like before the whistle, they do like the Champions League music and all that.
I've heard, yeah.
they played the Europa
League, yeah.
Just imagine that as a fan, and you're like, oh god, like get to our seat early because it's like, how often do you get like, Champions League where they are in the competition and stuff, and then they play the Europa.
Yeah. I did see that. I also just quickly, I think I was just touching myself there.
What?
I've got a hole coming in my jeans.
Oh, why are you touching yourself there?
I don't know. I just ran my finger.
Lou's got a hole in his crotch for the audio.
I just ran my finger along the inside of my leg.
Oh dear, mate! You need to get yourself a new pair of.
But do you know what I did do? One of our users, one of the Giig faithful is a Villa fan. He lives up that way. So I text him saying, good luck tonight, mate. I'll be cheering your boys on. You're going to the game. He was like, thanks, mate. Going to be tough. Sent me a little selfie. There he is in his seats, Kev.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's him. That's him at the PSG game. So he sent me a little photo.
Yes. Nice.
I don't know why my brain was like, oh, Kev's a Villa fan. I'll just text him.
Love that.
Good luck.
That's what you get with Giig.
What? Go on. What do you care? Just text about the football.
Yeah.
It's the way that my it's the way that my brain works. Is like I don't know why, but sometimes I just remember random shit about people or like and my brain's just like, oh, I'll text them now. I'll tell you what though, talking about like what you get Giig, I've had a fucking nightmare this week. Well, I say it's a nightmare.
Right.
Someone's compared me to Joey Essex.
Who's that?
On the pod. Warburton.
Oh, really?
I was fuming. He was like, you remind me of someone. And I was like, who?
That even after the people I look. Oh, but that one. Obviously, people have told me in the past I look like him. Or
no.
I think certain haircuts. But you actually.
I think he's talking like intellect and personality. I don't think he's talking looks. I think he's.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's brutal.
Yeah, I know. Hurts to be me, doesn't it? Sucks to be me.
I don't think I agree.
No, it was to do with my comment on.
You do come out with the odd thing.
Yeah, well, it was one of those moments.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It was the 3 under 3 comment that he said it to. last week, and you pulled exactly that face at me there, where you're like, yeah. That's a bit weird. So I do have my moments, but on that pod as well, you fucking tell you what, your skin, mate.
Oh no,
You look so fresh. What are you up to? What's your
What's my new skin routine?
Yeah, what's your routine?
I've gone from never having one.
Oh, you've actually got a new skin routine.
Well, no, it's not a routine. Lucy won the raffle at work, and the prize was like men's products.
Right, men's products. Yeah,
Mate, I've never seen so many different like skin things. I was like, what do I do with this?
What have you got?
Most of them have got like, I don't know. There's just loads of. There's like 3 different face moisturizers. There's like a vitamin something or other serum. It comes in a pet.
You're doing serums. You
pencil.
Pencil.
Pick
up a penguin.
All stores. It's got like a night gel. It's got like
a night
gel.
What is that? What do you? So you put it on at night?
It's just it's like it's just moisturizer you put on at night, but it's called a night gel.
How much of this are you using?
A little bit when I remember.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're 10 years younger, mate.
I know.
You're like 20 all of a sudden.
Well, I've got puffy eyes at the moment because of hay fever, but
you're still struggling.
Yeah, it comes and goes. No, it disappeared for a bit, but then Sunday killed me. I hadn't had it for ages, and then Sunday I was like, ugh. We went cycling, and my eyes were like blown up.
Oh yeah.
But then there's all this like honestly, it was a fucking massive box. What? I've never owned so much skin stuff in my life.
You're going back to the skincare stuff. Yeah, no, that's fine. You can go back.
Yeah, never owned so much skincare stuff in my life. But
you'll have to let me know if there's any like little secret.
If you want one, I'll give you something if you want.
I'm interested in the night serum.
Mate, you're mixing 2 there. I ain't got a night serum.
We haven't got a night serum. Can you not do a little concoction?
I've got 2 serums. I think I've got. Right, let's move on because this is fucking ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Mate, there might be people watching this that go, his skin is fantastic.
Well, I'll start an influencer account.
Do you know what? I'd love it if you ended up getting sponsored by like skincare.
They're all Nivea. These are all Nivea, I think.
I was going to say L'Oreal.
Have you seen? Oh no, maybe they're L'Oreal. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Don't even know the skincare routine. Did you enjoy Sunday? Have a good time?
Yes, we went cycling. It was really good. We did a long.
That sounded like a reception child telling the class what they did at the weekend. We went cycling. It was really good. It's just like,
we just did a massive cycle.
Yeah.
Which was great, like 70 miles. But we split it like I had 18 miles left.
Yeah, on your own.
Also, I kind of mentioned this to you earlier, but you're going on a 70-mile cycle.
Yes.
Or 80 you were supposed to do.
Yep.
Nutritionally.
Yep.
How much would you normally eat? Bag of nuts?
I had a bag of nuts with me.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, do you know what? I was very
As in, that's 4 hours on the bike and you bought a bag of nuts. We had...
Disagree. Fruit and nut. It was fruit and nut.
We stopped for like brunchy type thing. But,
yeah.
That's the Joey Essex moment.
Yeah, it is a Joey Essex moment. I was under...
Which is fine, but because then I had spare, but then it meant later on in my ride I just bonked.
Yeah. I was fine. I had all your snacks.
I had to go for emergency Simmons on my own.
Do you know what? My excuse for that is that I was at your sister's the night before. And
what time was? Should have messaged me though. Should have been like, you got any spare snacks?
Oh right.
I'd have been like, yeah, I'll shove. I could have bananas. I could have bought.
I'll
just bring these. That's what I'll need, and I've just assumed you'd bring your own.
Do you know what though? I thought I would see a place to stop. Do you know what I mean? Like typically, before I was going to meet you, I thought we were going to go past that Premier, which we didn't. That little like supermarket place, and I was like, in my head, I was like, I'll swing in there. Do you know what? They have fucking killer flapjacks in there.
Really?
Mate, they're like little...
Oh, we should have. Well, in hindsight, we definitely should have.
Yeah, we definitely should have. They're like little bricks. They're unbelievable. But I in my head, I was like, I'll get something en route, and then we just didn't go. There was a Londis, I suppose. We should have stopped there. That would have been a smart move, that Londis. But yeah.
It was good.
It's good to see Dan, though.
Agreed.
It was good to see Dan. Good to cycle out there and catch up with him. But yeah, I still need to do... I've got so much training that I need to do. So much training that I need to get ready for this 100 miler that we've got in a few weeks.
Well, it's more than that. Well, it's issued in like 5 weeks now.
Yeah. I'm going to put some time in this weekend, I think.
Nice.
Let's try. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You're going away, aren't you?
Yeah, to the lakes.
Looking forward to it?
I am actually. Yeah, I've not been there for a while, so.
Neither have I. I don't know when the last time I went there was.
Oh yeah, no, yours would have been even longer than mine. It was supposed to just be me and Lucy, but Becky and Matt have intruded.
That's nice.
So yeah, no, that'll be good. That'll be good. I actually, I was going to say, because I was talking about like food.
Yeah.
On the bike, I cooked. No, it was like Monday morning the other week, and Lucy's like, "What should we do for dinner?" And I was looking in the freezer. And I was like, "Oh yeah, have I told you a story?"
No.
I was looking in the freezer, and there was like sausages and mash.
Oh yeah, no, I have heard this story.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they're gone.
So I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll get that and defrost it for the day."
Who can you freeze mash?
Well, it's not something I'd normally freeze,
Right. Okay. Fair
but
enough.
I just assumed Lucy had frozen the mash.
Yeah.
Like, because we had mash recently, and defrost. I was like, "Oh, we'll have sausages mashed tonight." She's like, "Oh yeah, banging, lovely, lovely jubbly," and went to cook it, but went to like kind of like plate it up and realised it wasn't mash.
No,
it was icing.
icing. Oh no.
So we nearly had sausages and icing. So I was scrambling trying to.
Had you actually defrosted it at that point?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I wasn't far off playing it up.
Sausages come out.
I
and
put
then
it in the microwave, and I was hanging. That doesn't look.
That's
like
just icing. Where did you get icing?
It's from the wedding.
Yeah. Okay. Talking about stuff in the fridge, emergency bacon. This is a new thing to me. This is new. I enjoyed some emergency bacon.
Oh yeah. So Lucy's family. Well, apparently it's normal.
Family.
Well, I have the habit of like eating what's in the fridge, and bacon.
That's typically what people do, though.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah. I know, but I'll like go. I'll be like, oh, that needs eating.
Yeah.
So for the last month, we've always had a packet of bacon in it. So I'm like, oh, I'll eat the bacon.
Yeah.
And this week I found out that I don't have to eat the bacon because it lasts ages.
Does it? How long does it? I didn't know that. Right, okay.
And that Lucy's family always have a packet of bacon in the fridge.
Yeah.
It's like an emergency packet of bacon. So now we have an emergency packet of bacon, which came in handy this morning for breakfast.
It did. You said there's bacon in the fridge.
Yep.
I was like, I'm not going to turn down a slice of emergency bacon. But you know what? That got me thinking, because like I don't usually store pig meats in the fridge.
What?
Like
No.
Any pig meat, I would not store in the fridge.
Really? Why?
I don't know. Just like if I'm going to do sausages, it'll be for a barbecue. If I'm going to do like bacon, I'll go out specially to get. I wouldn't just store.
But that's the same with me. But what like sausages? You freeze. We've got frozen sausages.
No, don't. But there you go.
The other
That came in
thing,
handy this morning,
and then we can move on. Is oven broke.
Oh, bad.
Oven packed in,
Really?
which to me is fine. You got the hobs, you got the air fryer.
To be fair, I don't use our oven a lot
So
actually.
Lucy, big problem.
Is it?
Yeah, as in likes the oven, likes to cook. And to be fair, it was going downhill anyway.
Right.
So
Oh, I'm looking at it.
I had to. That's a new one.
Oh, that's a new one. Hot Point.
Yeah, so my other one it's only a cheap one, but I decided I'd do a sneaky oven swap
Without her
and
noticing.
see how long it takes her to realise.
What is it? It's literally a carbon copy of the old one.
Well,
No.
it is different,
Right. Okay.
but so yeah, it came. I went.
How did you
I
do
went and
that?
got it from Curry's.
Right.
Obviously, I don't have a car, so my old man helped me
Where,
get it.
Where was she?
She went out of a dinner with her mum and sister.
Right. Okay. So you did all of this while she's out for dinner.
Yeah. So I
Right.
got it on Curry's, picked it up with my dad
Yeah.
because I don't have a car. Drove around here, installed it. Then I was like stay for dinner. And Lucy came back and was, oh, it's so nice you had the parents around for dinner. I went, yeah, had them around for dinner. And then, it took her about 20 hours to realise.
20. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
So it was then the next day when she went to cook dinner and she was like, oh my God. Honestly,
I can see her screaming, "Oh my God!"
yeah.
as well.
Sadly, I don't think I've ever seen her so happy.
That says a lot, doesn't it?
I
Oh,
know.
bless you. Yeah, you go. Never get in the way between a woman and her oven.
Yeah.
the other thing that we haven't spoken about that we did last weekend, maiden voyage. You loved that. You loved the maiden voyage, didn't you?
I was there for the maiden voyage.
Yeah, you were chuffed. You were chuffed. So last weekend, like, your sister's just moved into a house that's got a lovely canal that runs down the back of the house. So it felt obligatory that I didn't buy it. Obligatory to buy a remote control speedboat that you were pumped to see it go in the water.
So I was like, come on, we've got to get it in for the maiden voyage. Voyage? That sounds weird, doesn't it?
Didn't last long though, did it?
No, I think it was quite cheap.
I didn't even get a go on the controls.
Well, that's because it was packing in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
I know.
You three had a quick go, and then it was like
it got worse and worse as it came along, and then I was struggling to get it back.
Oh yeah, of course, because one of the things had given up. But I obviously recorded it, right, the maiden voyage, and I put it on TikTok.
Right.
And it's the most viewed TikTok we've had.
Really?
By a mile.
It's funny how that works, isn't it?
I know. Like I'm putting all this content up there thinking it's like value add in, and then I put us pissing around with this little toy boat. It's like,
it is the best.
Do you know what cracks me up as well? Is people have like bookmarked it. I'm like, why would you want to bookmark that video?
Well, like saved it?
Yeah.
How many people?
Oh, 3 or 4? But still, like, I was like,
that is weird, isn't it?
People bookmark stuff, and I'm like, why have you?
You can't see who bookmarked it.
Nah, who's coming back to that later to watch that video of us with this little toy
look at
boat?
these little spoilers.
Showing their mates, like, oh yeah,
look at these 30-year-olds. Yeah, because I actually like. I think the next day was like looking in the evening was looking.
Oh, sorry, go on. Carry on.
I think I was looking at other options.
Okay.
To see if I can get them something a bit more swanky on eBay or something.
I bet you can.
Oh, you get some really good, but you get one that's a crocodile head.
2 people have bookmarked it. Look.
You get one that's like a crocodile head.
Yeah.
That was well priced. I was thinking about getting them that.
Well, the neighbours, you were there when the neighbours were chatting.
Yeah,
they said
I think they mentioned
the geezer down the road's got one. Yeah, so he's already on the crocodile head. But the depressing thing about my TikTok account is that the 2 most watched videos I've got are your sister. So your sister,
the wedding one.
Your sister needs to start a TikTok, basically.
It's funny how it works, isn't it?
Because people seem to be more interested in that than anything I'm peddling with Giig. So
yeah, we'll keep mixing it up. I'm gonna sneeze in a minute.
I had big movements last week.
Oh, what's this?
Massive movements last week. Do you know this? I don't know if I told you this.
Big movements.
Yeah, this is big news as well.
Yeah.
Big news. No.
Oh.
This is big for.
I'm gonna sneeze. I think.
Do you need me to give you time?
No, it will come. I can fizz.
I can see in your eyes.
It's gone now. It's so annoying.
I hate it. That's the worst feeling when it goes. I hate that. That is one of my pet peeves when you want to sneeze but you can't. No. Excuse me. I'm officially Godfather, mate.
Oh.
Do you know this?
Belly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is he okay?
I know. Mad. Joey Essex coming up trumps. Wait there. 2 seconds.
Come on, candidates, just Giig it a rest.
See, I went. My mate Belly had a baby, and went round there to meet said child for the first time, and he asked me to be a godfather, and I now have a little keyring that says this godfather belongs to Alyssa.
Oh, that's very cute.
Yeah.
Was he drunk?
Going up in the world, he must be struggling for numbers. So
I was going to grab a tissue.
When you ask Joey Essex to be a godfather to your child, it's obviously Slim Pickens.
Yeah, it's where I swim. I can feel the water in my ear, and I think it slowly comes out.
Yeah, it takes time. So I actually don't even know what my responsibilities are. My responsibilities are though.
Well,
as a godfather, don't know if that's.
Well, the big one is if anything ever happens to Belly and Jess.
Yeah.
That you're stepping around, but I think you just be there and support and in general
look interested.
Godfather.
Just look interested. Yeah. So
so there'll be a christening and you're.
I don't know. I wouldn't have thought so.
Oh, so it's not like official.
Oh, don't take it away from me. That's all I had. I've come to the pod with my big news,
Well,
and
or maybe
you've just told me it's not official.
Or maybe you can. I don't know. Do they document it somewhere?
I don't have a clue, mate. Their first child wasn't christened, so
Right. Okay.
I'm not expecting.
I'm not taking it away from you.
You've
be a good.
basically just shat on my big news. I was pumped to come here and share that with you.
You'll be a good godfather.
Yeah,
You're going to put it in your title,
it's on my LinkedIn, mate.
Luke the Godfather Pitkin.
Oh, do you know what? I did change. Have you seen my new title on LinkedIn?
No,
I changed it this week. Let me share it to you. I had a bit of a.
Do you know what? On that,
I had a bit of a meltdown this week.
I went to try and change my LinkedIn profile this week.
Right.
To try and change it to a screenshot of the last episode where I had really good skin. I couldn't get one.
I would have called you out on that quick time.
Well, I still might do it.
So, look what I put on there.
He's written, "Just trying to be a normal bloke from Southend-on-Sea."
That's my new title. Yeah, I'll change it. But do you know what, right? I've got a talking about Belly. So Belly's one of my who's just asked me to be godfather. He's one of my friends from uni. And I just want to I'll just tell the story. Do you know how I met him? You must know this story. You must know the story of how we became friends. Because
go for it.
I went to uni. Belly didn't actually go to uni with me, but he was a friend of someone I went to uni with, but lives in this area. So like we met each other on a night out, and we met each other twice. Like we did one night out in Watford because he was down in Southampton at uni, so he came back, went out in Watford, and then we did another night out where we went to see Above and Beyond at Alexandra Palace in London. I'm going to say. Ali Pally? Is Ali Pally where they do the darts there? Don't
Yeah.
They? Yeah, it was Ali Pally. And I was planning on going travelling, like not long after that. It was like my year between my end of my bachelor's and my start of my master's, I think. And I was going to go travelling with my partner at the time, who you'll remember. And she said to me, like she like basically doubled back and said, "I don't want to go. So either you go on your own or you like stay here with me," type thing. So I was like, well, still going to go. So then I had like a space and we were out that night, and I just said to any of the lads, I was like, look, if any of you fancy coming, more than welcome to join me. To which no one really jumped on it.
Yeah.
So like it was like fine. So I was planning on going on my own. And then yeah, obviously bearing in mind I've met Betty twice, and this is in like mobile phones are a thing, right?
Yeah.
So phones exist. He could have texted me or called me. I was sat in my flat on my own. It was like a Tuesday night. It was pissing it down, and the front door goes, and I went downstairs, and it was like a scene out of like a little rom-com or something. He was stood there in the soaking rain just at my front door with his laptop, and he was like, "I'm going to come Australia." I was like, "Okay, come in, mate. Like, come in." And he came in, and we sat upstairs, and we he came in, sat upstairs, booked flights, and then we spent 3 months in Oz together.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Did you not know that?
I didn't. I thought you were like he was in your friendship group already.
No. So like, obviously, I went to uni with like Dan.
Yeah,
and Pat,
I get it.
And they went to school with Belly.
I didn't realise you'd only met him twice.
Yeah. Once
That's
in
so
Watford
funny.
and once on a night out Above and Beyond. And I had him saved in my phone, but we wouldn't have texted or anything.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I don't even know. You'd have to ask him. I don't even know how he got my address. Or he must have. Maybe we met at mine before Ali Pally or something. But he just turned up randomly on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't text. Or why would you not just be like, "Mate, I fancy it"?
Well, it makes a good story.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? With his laptop. He brought his own laptop as well. It's like, he was stood there in the rain with his own laptop. I was like, I've got a computer.
When you said he bought his own laptop, I expected him to have like a PowerPoint presentation of why he's going to join you.
No. Just to book
Look, here you are. Look. This is us on the beach.
Just to book his flights
Photoshopped
on. And do you know what? From then we've been like best friends type thing. We stayed in touch. There's some fucking cracking stories from Oz as well.
Yeah.
Like I won't go through them all now, but at some point we'd tell them there's some belters in there.
Yeah.
One of which I'll give you a small one. We were out on a night out in Oz. We was in, where were we? Surfers Paradise. And yeah, obviously have you been to Surfers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like they've got like a bit of a strip, haven't they? Well, it's years ago that I went there with loads of like clubs and bars on it, and basically a fight kicked out, because they had this zone that was like, it was called the chill out zone, and
Right.
you go there to, like, if you're a bit overwhelmed,
Oh, yeah.
you need to sit and have some water, like you need to calm down, you go to the chill out zone. It's just like this random place on the side of the street, and obviously this fight between two fellas has just kicked off, and Belly has just reacted, and he's just gone, "Oi, no fighting in the chill out zone." And he sprints up there to like get in the middle of it, and rugby tackled one of these geezers, and then I was just trying to like keep the I was just trying to keep the other one away.
No fighting in the chill out zone.
I just remember him going, "No fighting in the chill out zone," and he ran up there and like tried to break this thing up, and then we got caught in it because then the police turned up, and the police kind of assumed that we were
started it or something.
we
or
was
whatever.
involved in the madness. So then we had to dance that dance of like, actually, we were trying to be the nice guys.
We were just, no fighting in the chill
no
out zone.
fighting in the chill out zone. It's just, oh fucking hell, where's he gone? No fighting in the chill out zone. So yeah, Godfather was massive news, and I've got another one for you.
Oh, well, go on.
I've got another zinger.
Go on.
So, I feel like this is a very heavy me podcast today at the moment.
No, it's fine by me, mate.
Also, before I tell this one, you have to remember what you do in the lakes next week.
Yeah, I will.
Because last time you went skiing for a week, I was like, he's going to have loads of stories, loads to chat about, and you came back and you had nothing.
Oh, it was good, yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay.
So that's your little piece of homework for the Lake District. Remember what you did and bring it to here, because I don't want to talk as much. So, in a previous pod, we've spoken about this already. Had one of my Joey Essex. Oh, we're not starting that actually.
Yeah, I don't know why you. Why?
Nah, I had one of my moments where I left the kitchen tap on, all running all night.
Oh God, where's this going?
So the bill's in. We know.
Oh no.
Yeah, we know the damage now.
Have
Come through this week.
You not got
right?
away with it.
So here we go. Right, I obviously, to bring anyone up to speed that hasn't heard that episode, I somehow managed to go to bed with the hot tap in the sink in the kitchen on full. So I went to bed and the hot tap was running all night. So I get up knew nothing about it. Get up the next morning, go to shower, and the shower's freezing. Because obviously there's no hot water. I don't know why there's no hot water at this point. So I'm like, hope the boiler's not gone. Anyway, go downstairs to discover the kitchen sink has the plug in it, and the hot tap is on full.
But it didn't flood the kitchen.
Didn't flood the kitchen.
Luckily drained enough through the top bit.
Yeah, it went into the overflow.
Yeah.
So I was then faced with a predicament where I was like, do I own up to it and just say to Sarah, like, I've run the hot tap, or do I just stay quiet and hope that I get away with it? To which I decided to tell the truth.
Yeah.
And I went up to Sarah and said, look, the hot tap's been running all night. She's been freaking out about the bill since then. Anyway, bill turns up this week. It's cheaper than the last quarter. I could have got away with it. If I'd have said nothing, she'd have come to me and been like, oh, you've been really good with the water because the water bill's down.
The what?
Water bill's gone down since the last time.
How does that work?
Because I'm a genius, mate.
What, have you just not showered since?
No, I've stopped using my ice bath. So I was like, I'll just stop using the ice bath until the water bill comes. And the water bill for this quarter is cheaper than last quarter. So moral of the story is lie to people, because you can sometimes get away with it. I should have chanced it.
Interesting. But what about because it was hot water? Because it was hot water.
Yeah.
There's your energy bill, whatever gas of
I don't know how it works, but the water bill was down.
whatever heats that in your house, which is
The
electric
boiler, yeah, we've got a
boiler,
boiler.
gas,
We've got a boiler.
gas boiler, or
Don't know. I just know there's a switch, you turn it on. And it starts heating up. But but that's separate, isn't it? The boiler that does the rads is separate, or is it the same thing? No, it's got to be separate.
Separate, I think.
Yeah. So I think we got one in the air and cupboard. But yeah, basically.
Well, I've got an immersion, so mine does everything.
Right. Okay.
Depends what you've got.
Okay, we got two separate because there's one on the top of the stairs.
Yeah. Okay, so yours would be different.
But yeah, basically could have got away with it, mate. Didn't have to.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to be like, it was like 100 quid or something.
Nah. Well, it was 200 and something quid.
But so you're saying that's just because you use an ice bath a lot.
Yeah. Well, that ice bath sucks up a load of water.
How often do you have to empty it?
Well, in the start, I was doing it way more than I do now.
Right.
I've got a better
So
strategy.
I guess that's why people buy the water filters for them, because they
Yeah,
actually work
yeah.
out probably cheaper.
That's what. Yeah, 100%.
There's not going to be some weird thing where like because you pay for the quarter, it's going to like
I don't know.
come into the next bill or something. Is
Well,
it?
don't put ideas in her head. Shut up. I've lived. What you should be saying
don't
now
know
is,
how you-
that's great news that it's all done and dusted. Because
We'll bleep
otherwise
it out. Bleep.
she'll listen to this, and then I'll have 3 more months of like, oh, Andy said this, so maybe we'll have to wait for the next fucking water bill to come.
Yeah, I don't.
Because
I don't submit. I don't like waters. I don't know waters. I don't know where the meter is here for water.
do you know?
I just get like an update.
No,
What can I ask? What your water bill is?
it was. I'm going to say it was £209.
Fucking hell.
But I think that's
For water.
yeah. I can't remember if that's 6.
Oh, for the quarter.
Not for a month.
For this.
We either pay quarterly or every 6 months. Might be every 6.
Oh, that'll be 6.
Yeah, okay, it's every 6 then. See, that's now I've got to wait another 6 because you planted a seed. So basically,
Well, I hope that's 6.
I've had a year. I'm now going to have a year of living on the edge with the water. 'Cause, yeah, it's trust me, in our house, if it was like ridiculously through the roof, I'd know about it. So it must be acceptable. She's all
Yeah.
over the bills. I've told this before, haven't I? She's got it on her phone. So
Yeah,
she's going away to their wedding this weekend. So I got a weekend on my own, and if I go mad, I'll get a little text.
Really?
She'll be like, "Look, this is the energy."
So you got rabbit sit.
I'm rabbit sitting this weekend.
You're
Yeah,
on.
I've decided not to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I was speaking to my mum yesterday about it because they're obviously in the Peak District. My old man said about going to see him, which I might do. I might pop up on like a Sunday or something. But I was like, I might just chill. Might
Reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I'm leaning that way. I was saying to my mum, I was like, I don't know why my brain's
No.
going that way. Because you kind of said, did I want to tag along with you guys? And I'm kind of like, not fussed.
Yeah.
I
Because you're more than welcome.
Yeah. And I don't know why. I'm just like, I do some cycling, spend some time on my own, speak to Snoopy about Arsenal. It's like, we'll watch the game together,
Yeah,
me and
nice.
him. Like, I don't know. So yeah. But then she's going away to the wedding. So yeah, got a weekend.
Oh, the wedding.
The
Gotcha.
wedding.
That's this weekend.
Yeah, the big one.
Of course. Oh, maybe that'll be quite nice, though, I think.
I'm looking forward
Just
to it.
like, yeah, a bit of.
Because I feel like I've been, and this might segue into work quite nicely, but I feel like I've been non-stop since I can't really remember the last. So like I did a couple of days off for
the wedding. But really, that was quite quick.
What day was the wedding? Nah, not even a couple of days off for the wedding because I went up Friday and was back on a Sunday.
Oh, sorry, I just meant the weekend. Yeah, no, it's just the weekend.
No, I mean, like when I took time off of work, would have
I
been
see what you
potentially
mean.
viewed a couple of days last August.
Yeah,
And then last year, I think my other holiday was Colorado, which was a great trip. So I did a couple
of weeks, wasn't it? Yeah.
So
But
like,
that was
the start. That's
That's
over a
Feb.
year
It was
ago.
Feb.
Feb 24. So my holidays in the
Yeah.
last year have been few and far between. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me going actually 4 days just to chill. But then I'll probably do
have an ice bath.
Yeah. Oh
Do you know
yeah.
what
I
you should
see
do?
what I'm back
You
in
should
now.
go
with
to the. You
water.
should do like the old. Is it Nuffield?
Yeah.
Got any vouchers there?
Got any vouchers? Guest passes. Yeah, I don't know if I do, but yeah, I
Get
should.
shares on for a guest pass.
Yeah, should go down there, sit in a sauna, chill out, that type of thing. But also, there's a part of me that's thinking I might do some work because I'll tell you why. I've got Andy at Team wants me to do a webinar, and I'm like proper in my head about it because they're talking about a webinar which is like, the top 3 CRMs or whatever, and not the top 3 CRMs, like how to. I can't remember. Something basically which is very much Giig related.
Right.
And I want to do something different. If that makes sense.
Right.
I want to do something that actually isn't just like a Giig plug.
Yeah.
But is like, this is like 5 things you could potentially do that will help you as a solo founder.
Right. Okay.
And the one thing that I want to do is like, I've been toying with automation. So sitting and playing with like automation tools like Make or Zapier and going, okay, we've got we've got these notes from this call from an AI note taker. Let's automate putting them straight into the CRM. So like a solo recruiter comes off their call, their note taker goes, here are the notes, put them straight into their CRM, like save those admin times. And I reckon I could do that, but I need to invest the time. I've not invested the time to.
With Giig,
What do you mean?
as in you put that the note taker.
Nah,
would do
we're
it
the
into-
only ones at the moment you couldn't do that with. But I
But
had.
you want to promote that?
What promote?
Promote something that you can't actually do with Giig.
Yeah, that's kind of
Interesting.
yeah.
So yeah, if you want to do any of this stuff that I've just spoken about, don't use Giig. Use like.
Well, you can. I was looking. You can do it on like Recruiter Flow.
We'll
Soho.
get there, but
yeah, it would be good if.
Yeah,
but,
interesting. But if people see Giig you talking, like, will they be like, oh, actually, that would be a good time to come and see the platform? I don't know what the context of that webinar is.
The first title that they gave me was something like how to get the most out of a free CRM or something. And you know, when you're like, but that is just Giig on the nose, isn't it? So I'm like, can I do something that, you know, like Andy was talking about a meeting that one of our competitors, the other competitor we've got in team,
Yeah,
the CEO there is doing like a talk on AI, and it's like, it's obviously they're going to that CRM offices, they're going there, and she's doing a big talk on AI, and it's like, that's cool because that's her talking about other stuff that people might find interested in. But I was saying to Andy,
I'm sure they'll plug in a lot of them, but
yeah, probably. But I was saying to Andy, I'm so in the weeds with Giig that like she's like other people that are talking, and that like Vanessa Rath that did the AI talk at the team conference, they're spending time to learn another subject like AI or whatever it is, so that they can then deliver a talk on it. And I was like, I'm just like so in the weeds with what we're doing that I'm like not confident enough to say I'm going to do a talk on AI or I'm going to do a talk on this.
Yeah,
but that's what I would like to do.
Interesting.
Because I would like people to go away from a conversation that I've had with them and go, actually, there's 5 things there that I can then implement, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get the thought process. I like it.
Well, if you think of any ideas, I've got time this week, because that's one of the things I thought I might sit and play around with this weekend at Easter, is like, is there anything? Or it might be like, do you know what I was doing with ChatGPT the other day? I was asking it to give me like businesses in a certain area that don't have a recruitment team that hire these types of people that are currently advertising, and it was chucking out, and then it was giving me the contact details, but they were the generic contact details, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Blimey.
So like, there's maybe something like that I could do,
Yeah.
like 5 prompts on ChatGPT that will save you time as a solo founder.
Yeah.
Get it to do the market research for you and stuff like that.
Interesting. Turn that into a good blog.
Yeah. And that's the other thing I need to do as well. I want to do a blog and a video on everything we built in Q1.
Yeah.
You know, so I might sit and do some of that kind of stuff this weekend. Bless you. Is this the sneeze?
Oh God, I need that
got
for
it.
so long.
Oh, there we go. You're going to relax now. You're going to be enjoyable for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, relax. Oh, nice.
Should we start again? Now you got that sneeze.
I've been in
out.
that the whole time. Yeah, no. I think it'd be good if you do a blog like that. Especially now it's in the platform. Like I say, where mine's being linked in the platform, it's getting more views.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I showed that to Andy that we'd done the team one. Did you send it to Bella?
No, I didn't.
No.
No.
Well, he said send it to Bella if you want to. Yeah. Have you had a good week in terms of work stuff? Much going on in your world?
Yeah. 'Cause a lot of conversations. More conversations at the start of the week.
Yeah, nice.
There's a few people flirting on the edge. Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Still a few were a follow up from the team event. Which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool. Because a few people like pulled me to the side.
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi. Yeah, at the team event, and were like,
It's better than
Giig, tell me about it. I've heard a lot. I'm
really?
looking to do it. So yeah, they've heard good things. There's always a good chat. Always good chat about Giig, mate.
See, people, you must be more approachable than me, because people.
Mate, I'm an approachable guy. What can I say?
People don't approach me.
So yeah. So they we're just chatting. I'm like, let's book in something. So a lot of them were actually this week.
Right.
A few people flirting. A couple little agencies. And then some Yeah, some other bits and bobs, but yeah.
Nothing crazy then. Nothing crazy this week. I
Well, I did it. Well, yesterday I sat there doing it. Well, a lot of my time was doing an import
okay.
because I had to keep going back and forth.
Yeah.
Again, we've talked about this in before, where it's like time management. I think where it's like if you're going back and forth all the time, it kills your flow.
Yeah, but with the with the import stuff, you kind of have to be, right?
What?
It's right. I'll do another little. I'll wait for you to come back.
Sorry, mate, my nose is going.
That's right. With the what we found bit of fluff. With the import stuff, you kind of have to flick between tasks though, because you can't just sit there and watch it importing.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying, it kills your flow
You're right.
because
Okay.
you're like, oh, actually, I'll do the next one.
Yeah.
Do the
I'll
next
do
one.
next one. Yeah. Fair.
That's what I found.
What about the rejection email I got yesterday that I shared?
Oh, it's like a shit feedback sandwich, isn't it? Wasn't it? It was like really, really nice. Like really like you guys.
Yeah.
We don't think your CRM's gonna
Cut the mustard.
And then, but I really liked you. You're the best person that we spoke to.
Oh, I liked it. It made me feel good about myself.
Positive shit. Positive.
Yeah. But you know what, right? I'll be honest with you. I think when I was on that demo to them, I did say to them, because they told me they were looking at that other provider.
Yeah.
And I was like, they are ahead of us. They are better than us, you know? And I'm not afraid to say that. And actually, we want to chase that down, and we will get there.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was nice how the approach resonated with them more than anything. Because he said something in his email about like, love how honest you are. That's kind of what we're trying to encompass in our business. And that resonated. And I was like, that, even though we've lost out there, I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That people resonate with the message, because I don't know. I just think it's a good way to to go.
I'd say I'm the same. I'd say the same. And I actually had it recently where I told you about it. I was almost moaned at for not selling the product.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, but like I met them in person, and I told them like about us and what the product do, and she was like, "Can I be honest with you?" And she was like, "Yeah, go for it." She's like, "You're a shit salesman." And I was like, "Bear in mind, this is like, right, okay." It was at the team conference.
I didn't realise she said that.
Well, she might have said rubbish, but I'm pretty sure she said shit salesman. And
at this point in the night, everyone had a few beers, so there's every chance.
And this is at the team conference, so this was like the second day. It was like 9 o'clock in the evening. I just had dinner. I was shattered.
Yeah.
She then sits next to me. I've been networking for like 48 hours.
People have been approaching you left, right, and centre.
Yeah, you know, approachable kind of guy. And then says like, "Oh, we might be looking at CRM options. We've not found one we like at the moment."
Yeah.
Like, what's Giig hire? And I'm like, "Oh, this is us." Give her the spiel.
Yeah.
Just the kind of, we're honest chaps. This is what we're building. It's just, it's aimed at solos, small agencies, that kind of thing. And we give it away for just gave her like everything. Probably didn't give it the
pizzazz.
The pizzazz I needed to, but given the circumstances, like quite late. And then she's like, "Can I be honest with you? You're a shit salesman." That's like lovely.
Brilliant.
But yeah, how I left it with her, I was like, but I wasn't trying to I was like, we'll book something in next week.
Yeah.
We'll jump on a call and I'll show you everything then.
Yeah.
And then it's like, "You're a shit salesman." I was like, hang on a minute.
Fair. Well, do you know what, mate? Like, you can't win them all. And
no, I've not had a call with them. I probably should message them. But I hate to say it, but sometimes when you're like, if they're going to be like that, I'm not going to go out my way to.
Yeah, sure.
Like, if that's what they are as customers, I'm not really.
And we're also,
hopefully they don't listen.
No, they won't. We're never going to be everyone's cup of tea either. That's the other thing
No. But
like,
I think that's my attitude. I think they wanted to be wanted.
Yeah.
They wanted me to want their business.
Yeah.
That's what they.
Nah, sure.
When I think when I was a bit like, "Oh yeah, this is us. If you want it, you want it. You don't, you don't.
The price is
Price is the price. Then, yeah, but I've done, yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Went off on a bit of tangent then, didn't I?
No, it's nice, mate. It's nice when you talk a bit more. Like I have these episodes, I'm looking at you blankly. I'm like, he's giving me nothing here. I might as well just be in a room on my own.
Yeah.
It genuinely was that sneeze. I think 50% of your brain was on.
Yeah,
all podcast has been on that sneeze because you've just lit up
Yeah.
since you've sneezed. You've just lit back up
Something
again.
came out. What were we talking about before? How did we get onto that?
No, I asked you. I don't know. I asked you how your week at work had been, and then I said about the rejection email that I got yesterday, and I think that kind of led into these girls or from the team conference.
Yeah.
You've been an approachable guy. Don't know where you were going, but the other thing is, so the two other work things that need sorting. Sonovate. Need to officially get that going, because when you and me last sat together at mine and it was just the two of us, I said, "Oh yeah, the Sonovate deal is going to be out next week." That's still not been
Still not out.
Well, they've started sending us leads, but we've not done any marketing around it.
Right.
There's been no, like I need to connect with Harry again.
Oh, we can set up. We can do a little email out, email.
We need to do an email. They'll do stuff. They'll do a big push their side to say they've got a new partner and all that kind of stuff. So all of that's not happened. I've sent them dates for the pod though.
Blog.
I've sent them dates for the pod.
What? They're coming on?
I think so.
Oh right.
Harry and Jack. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Did you not?
No.
I did ask
because I wondered if that would be too, like not formal enough for them.
Too informal. Yeah.
Too informal. Yeah. Sorry.
Too not formal enough.
Yeah. I don't. Oh bloody hell! Sometimes my brain.
That's all right. I'm Joey Essex, and I'm not. I need to stop that. I don't want to give James Warburton any like. I don't know why I do shit like that. My brain starts. I'm like, nah. Yeah. Do you know what? Because have I said this? I've told this whole story already on the pod, haven't I? That I have told this. The guy that you and I used to do a lot of work with, I said he would be fantastic on here. The guy I go to chicken, and he said, "There's no way my company would allow
too
me."
Corporate.
Yeah. And I thought for Harry and Jack it would be the same, but Harry tells me that it's a goer.
Nice.
So, he said it's all right, and they also do a.
Oh, then both on at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that'd be quite funny.
Did you meet them?
Oh mate, I spoke to them loads.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Like every time I was kind of like walking past, and if they had no one there, and like everyone was in talks or something, and I'd missed everyone.
Okay.
I'd kind of would just chat. So
them two, basically.
Well, that'd be fun.
And then they also do, I will show you it, but they've also started doing a series with their partners.
First question I'm going to ask him is it Harry and Jack?
Harry and Jack.
Jack was going on a date the next day.
Oh, was he?
I'll ask him out. I'm intrigued. I was so invested.
Were you? Yeah. Oh, he didn't tell me that. But one thing he did tell me, so this is another thing to make note of, his what his prediction for the future is with AI. Phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. What he thinks. Yeah. Harry was like, basically, Jack just said, like, I'll wait. I'll save it in case they do come on.
Yeah.
But yeah. So how his date went, and his where he thinks AI is going to go. But that needs to launch, and then there was something else. Oh, candidate source is coming as well. That is in the works. Where are we at with them? That's in the works.
Right, really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Started this week. So candidate source, cool. For anyone that doesn't know, they have relationships with all the big job boards in the UK, and they basically offer services where they can help you get your jobs distributed. They've got their own packages that they offer. They can get you discounts on job boards. They basically buy slots in bulk and then put incredible pricing on it. And I've shown a few people the pricing, and they're like, that is unreal.
Really?
Yeah. One of the guys that I demoed to this week, he uses Reed, and he was like, I've already seen this pricing from candidate source. He was like, it's insane. But he was like, I can't get, because I'm already a customer at Reed, I can't qualify for that.
So would he not be able to get to it?
Nah, he can't get to it for Reed, but for the other ones, potentially.
Nice.
Anyway, I messaged Michelle yesterday to say that is in the works, and Samwise has built like we're going to have two things. We're going to have candidate source on as an integration, so people will be able to go. It'll be really scrappy, but it'd be quite cool. be really scrappy to start with, but basically when someone clicks on that button, candidate source are going to get a notification say this recruiter wants to basically work with you, send you jobs or whatever. They then have the controls to accept or reject. If they accept, the person can then just start sending them jobs straight through the system. Candidate source can then deliver the CVs back. So the way it's built is proper bot job.
Right, okay.
But I said to Samwise, like, I don't
And
want...
a candidate source right with that.
Well, I've told Michelle that it's scrappy. I emailed her yesterday to say it's going to be super scrappy, but I said the reason is because I don't want to invest loads of time into it for it not to work. Like, we could spend 3 weeks building a really cool solution and then not really fly. I don't want to wait. I don't
so
want
we're
to do
doing
that.
like a beta kind of, let's see how it goes, and then we can spend more time
beta,
on it.
Very beta, yeah. We're pulling things together in a weird way, but Samwise said to me, he was like, even though this is fucking scrappy, it's probably going to be the best process. Like, it could be a really good process for them because at the moment they do everything manually. This will automate that for them.
Yeah, fucking this is really good.
Can you imagine? But we know what's going on behind the scenes, and it's like it will work, but like we could do better, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I said to Samwise, I was like, nah, fuck it. We'll just
get it moving.
Get it moving because we need to move on to customization. And we've kind of, I said to him yesterday, I upset him a little bit yesterday because I was like, we've lost 2 weeks we lost 3 weeks because you had a holiday. Then he came back last week. He was doing like catch up stuff. And then this week we've been doing candidate source and I was like, we've lost 3 weeks. He's like, we haven't because we're doing stuff. I was like, I know, but we haven't moved the product forward in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So then after Easter, we're on to customization, which I think will be big. I really think will be big. And we haven't even mentioned it, but we've had a good month this month so far.
Yeah, touch wood.
Touch wood, touch everything, yeah. Like we had mass exodus of the platform at the start of last month, and we clawed back some growth.
Yeah, so we've
grown well.
We have grown well. We have grown well. We've also taken on a lot of free trials, so I know you'll moan at me for being negative Nancy, but
you be you, mate.
But does that mean at the start of next month that we're gonna have a lot of these free trials?
No, let's end the podcast on a downer.
No, let's end the podcast on how was your support chat yesterday?
Oh, what, when I was getting abused?
Yeah.
Oh, mad, isn't it?
Would you like me to cancel your account? No, I don't want you to cancel my account. I want you to promote my jobs everywhere.
I know.
All in this price.
So this individual has come to Giig, and I don't know if it's our fault or I don't know if it's a bad communication on our part or what, but they've come to Giig and they're expecting us to then, for the price, they're on 55% off, so they're paying us 20 quid a month. And then they're then expecting us to be able to distribute all their jobs onto the premium job boards without them having to set up any accounts through the job boards.
Yeah, and those to be promoted on the job boards.
Yeah.
Like they expect them for 20 quid. Everything's linked. They get all the whole CRM.
And all the job boards.
On the job boards and, top of the
funnel. They get the premium adverts on the job boards all within their price with us.
Yeah.
So which I've tried to explain. It kind of doesn't work like that.
You won't get that anywhere.
I don't think so. No, not that. I mean, if you do, then they're gonna eat up. They're gonna eat the market up. But yeah, my attitude with situations like that is, if someone feels disgruntled, I'm trying to be like, look, really sorry. If you felt like you've been missold or whatever, let us know where we've gone wrong, because obviously we don't want to missell people.
Yeah. And
I also just think, like, to avoid any upset, like, I always am very like, look, if you need another solution, I was saying to her, what you're after, this isn't going to do. That's what I was trying to be clear with.
Yeah.
What your expectations are, we are not going to deliver on that. So do you need to find another solution? Do you want me to cancel? And they were like, no, don't want to cancel. And then they would go again. I'm like, well, I'm trying.
This is it. Would you like me to cancel? No, I still don't want you to cancel.
It's like, okay, fine. So yeah, I'll do a follow up with them anyway, just to be like, did I have another weird support chat? I feel like I had another weird support chat.
Yeah, I feel like you did.
What's the other weird one that's happened?
I've had a few nice ones recently.
Yeah, you've got really nice ones recently.
Oh, yeah. I'll get in
I
there
noticed
early.
that when the bad one comes up, no one jumps in. Oh, I'll take this then, shall I? Good one comes up, everyone straight
I was on
a
a call when it came in yesterday.
What did it say?
The bad one.
Oh, the bad one. Yeah. Well, do you know what? I can remember having a conversation with that person before they'd even signed up. and was being very honest of like the connections to the job boards we have with the free stuff, the results vary massively.
Yeah.
There are some users that are advertising stuff on there. Mark Drexler, for example, gets loads of candidates through there. And the reason I know that is because he showed me, he did a screen share with me the other day of like his applications he's had, and he's got loads.
Interesting.
So for some people, it really works.
Yeah.
But then if you're looking for like a needle in a haystack software developer,
that's what I always say. Yeah.
Not going to work.
If you, yeah. Depends what the job is.
Depends what the job is.
Depends what the job is.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I felt like I had another weird support chat, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
You could do a whole episode on sport chats, I reckon.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
It's getting busy now.
Yeah.
It's also getting global as well. I was on a call early doors yesterday with someone from NZ.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Who is it that calls that NZ? The other day.
Shirts, probably.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Shirts
yeah.
will say NZ. But I always would have said NZ as well. I think NZ is fairly common.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the Aussies shorten everything. There's no way Australians are saying New Zealand.
Australians?
Yeah. Well, they like to say Ambo, don't everything's shortened.
But why is that not Australia? Why is New Zealand and...
What?
Why are Australians shortening
NZ?
New Zealand? What's Australia got to do with it?
Because they shorten everything.
But we're talking about New Zealand.
Yeah, but I'm saying the Aussies would say NZ.
Right, okay. And what would the Chinese say?
I don't know.
Was it?
I lived there.
Right,
I lived in Australia.
There we go.
I've not lived in China. I'll tell you what, I'll go fucking live in China for
I actually rattled there.
What do you...
You paused and you can see the cogs going.
I didn't know where you were going with it.
Well, it's a bit random.
What? NZ?
You've just categorised they're near each other, but they're actually quite far away from each other. How long does it take to fly from Australia to New Zealand?
About 4 hours.
Yeah, that's from here to Turkey.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you've just gone.
No,
the
no.
Australians shorten it.
But Australia, like they
you missed out the part that you
lived there, right? Okay. So like an ambulance, they say ambo. They say arvo. They don't say afternoon. They go this arvo.
Oh, right.
So they'll say NZ because they're sure. Oh, fuck you. I'm done. You're horrible. Do you know what? I hope next time you have a sneeze for the whole thing, because I don't like it when you've sneezed and you've woken up. Jesus.
Oh dear. So what do they call New Zealand in Canada?
What do they call New Zealand in Canada? Just N. Don't even put the Z on it. I'm done.
He's rattled.
I'm not doing it anymore.
He's rattled.
This last episode.
He's gone home. See you, mate. Yeah.
Your boss at Recruitment and you're going alone. You've got your LinkedIn account and your mobile phone. You've got the candidates playing hard to get. Will they'll call you next week or a no, not yet. So much time of going to and fro. You got another offer or salary's too low. Hours or searching and hours of stress. Come on, candidates, just gig it a rest. Come on, candidates, just gig it a rest.